Hi guys, welcome to Brian X. Let me just try to fix my microphone. By the way guys, this is a Tagalog English video, so if you're expecting that I'm only going to speak in English, um, wag ka na lang makinig. Cut. Tinagalog ko na para hindi na mag-expect yung mga viewers. Cut. So, ito yung kakaiba sa vlog na to kasi hindi siya edited. Hindi siya putol-putol. Okay. So, it's December 25. December 25 pa rin kasi it's 11:38 p.m. pa lang dito sa Hanoi, Vietnam. Yes, I'm in Hanoi, Vietnam. I'm working here for over 4 years na. Bilis lang kasi ng time. Wait guys. Ayusin ko lang yung frame ko. Yan. Okay. So, ang topic natin ngayon is about subjects. Subjects in school. Of course, we have different subjects in school. Science, math, English, Filipino, values education, physical education. And you know those subjects more than I do. So, you know what I mean. Okay, sorry na, just ko yung videos natin. Actually, sinadya ko na ganito yung setup. Para yung mga viewers and listeners, by the way, sa mga viewers dyan, thank you for sticking around, is filtered. Okay? Kailangan ma-filter ko yung mga viewers talaga, yung totoong viewers and subscribers na gusto kong magstay sa Brian X. Oo, personal development video to, pero ayokong pupunta ka lang dito tapos makikinig at manonood. Kailangan gawin mo rin yung mga natutunan mo. Ang mga videos na gagawin natin, meron ka talagang mga action steps na gagawin kung gusto mong umayos yung life mo, mag-improve yung life mo. Kasi I'm expecting that because of social media, in this age, most of the teens and most of the people are expected to have depression, mental illnesses, anxiety. Ayokong pag-usapan yung mga topic na yun kasi hindi tayo expert sa areas na yun. Okay? Consider me as, ano ba? Anong matatawag niyo sa akin? Student. Student ng life. Tapos gustong gusto ko itong pinag-uusapan itong mga topics na to. And yung unang cut ng video na to, binanggit ko actually yung tungkol sa mga problema na pwedeng harapin ng isang tao. And alam nyo kasi, we should be very grateful that we are alive. We should never take that for granted. And most of us would blame anything and everything when we have a problem. Sometimes we even ask God, I don't want to be very religious here, but I always hear people complaining about God, about their parents, about their relationship. Kapag meron silang problema, they choose to blame their current circumstances why they have this problem instead of pointing their finger to themselves. And for me, alam ko meron na namang magsasabi na wag mag self-blame masyado, baka sobrang hard mo naman sa sarili mo. Ano yung hard doon? And I'm gonna tell you why. Kasi pwede mong ma-solve. I'm gonna tell you why I said that we should blame ourselves kapag merong mga problem. Imagine ninyo, paano ka magsa-self-improve? Paano ka mag-workout kung walang external or internal push para gawin mo yung mga bagay na yun? If you don't have any strong reasons why you want to do something, you will never do it. But imagine if you blame yourself for having headaches. You will see what the problem is, or what the problem was, and it was you. Kasi late na, nagpo-phone ka pa. Nasa Facebook ka pa, nasa kung anong social media app ka pa. Now, this is the reason why I want to talk about for me, these are really important topics or subjects that we don't learn from school. Or maybe some of them, we learn them passively at school. Again, passively. Hindi talaga siya yung main subject. Pero binabanggit din yan. For example, emotional intelligence. I think tinuturo emotional intelligence sa values education, lalo sa Philippines. But then again, hindi binabanggit yung word na emotional intelligence. For us, what really matters is your intelligence quotient, or IQ. Marami akong naisip na topic to talk about intelligence. However, this is not the video where we're going to talk about that. We're gonna talk about it siguro in the future, about IQ, and then we're gonna expand emotional intelligence. Why emotional intelligence for me is more important than IQ? Actually, even the term IQ, it's already been misinterpreted and misused. Misused siya in the sense na hindi mo pwedeng sukatin yung magiging result ng isang tao sa isang bagay based lamang sa intelligence quotient test. Kasi, for me, yung interest natin sa isang subject, yun yung reason kung bakit nagpe-perform tayo doon at we outperform other students. Yet, I didn't hear any of my teachers talk about intelligence quotient. And the importance of emotional intelligence or emotional quotient. Guys, nandito yung kodigo natin. Binanggit ko din to sa first video. Okay. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is understanding and managing our emotions as well as empathizing with the emotions of others. It says here that it is the key skill that isn't traditionally taught in school, which is true. And why is it important? By the way, I think nag-overlap itong emotional intelligence tsaka social skills. Pero we will focus on emotional intelligence first. Kahit gaano ka katalino or kahit gaano ka kagaling mag-memorize ng mga subjects, ng mga lessons sa subject na yun, in life, if you can't control your emotion, you will suffer. You know, old people are struggling with money. They get depressed. I don't want to mention the worst thing that they will ever do, or that they will do with the people around them. I even hear, I think, the worst news. When someone broke down because he lost a lot of money from Bitcoin. Emotional intelligence, I really think it's so important, and ino-overlook siya ng school systems natin. O diba, pati ubo recorded kasi wala tayong, ayaw mag-edit. Next, practical health and nutrition. Again, meron tayong physical education sa school, pero ito, practical health and nutrition. Let's say working out. Swerte mo kung yung PE instructor mo physically fit. Lucky naman tayo kasi physically fit lahat ng PE instructor natin. Kasi kung di dancer yan, singer yan. Kung di yan singer, athlete yan back in the days. Which is really cool. Yeah, I'm so proud of my physical education instructors, professors, teachers. However, hindi masyadong hinighlight yung pag-workout sa physical education. Again, this is just my opinion. Pwedeng mali ako. Baka hina-highlight din naman talaga yan sa PE classes. However, busy na yung mga students sa school. Busy na rin yung mga teachers sa school. Busy tayo sa pag-aaral ng theory pero wala talaga siyang application. Unless you're an athlete and you grew up in the province, ay kahit pa nga lumaki ka sa province, to be honest. Kasi I grew up in the province as well. I was an active athlete. Active na athlete pa. Given na yung pagiging active pa kapag athlete. Hindi natin alam. Pero alam nyo, if you're an athlete, you're lucky. Because, for sure, you will learn most of the subjects that I will talk about. Most of them. Actually, I think 100% pa nga okay, maliban sa isa. Maliban sa isang subject na I think necessary na ituro dapat sa school system. So, practical health. Ano ba yung madalas na kinakain natin sa Pilipinas? Diba rice, meat, some vegetables, fruits. Pero to be honest, most of the food that we eat are culturally influenced. They are culturally influenced in the sense that when you go to a different country, they eat different food. They don't eat the same menu. They don't use the same recipe. They use the same ingredients, pero they don't follow the same exact recipe when they cook. And you know what I mean. Ayoko nang explain yun. Okay. Ayoko nang explain yun. So, itong culturally influenced food na to, yung reason kung bakit, for me, hindi talaga naituturo ng maayos yung practical health and nutrition sa atin. I'm not against our food or yung mga palagi nating kinakain araw-araw. I'm not against that. I grew up eating prito, rice, pritong manok, pritong isda, rice, gulay. Hindi naman tayo naging masama. Most of the things na tinuturo ng society are good for us. So, yun nga, may mga bagay lang talaga na I think hindi natin magagamit or nagkulang yung school system natin. So, yun yung gusto natin pag-usapan ngayon para pagdating ng araw, you're ready. Pagdating ng araw, prepared ka kapag mayroong mga problems na ibibigay sa iyo yung life. Kasi tao lang tayo. Magkakaroon tayo ng problema. And we should be grateful. We should be grateful to face those problems. I feel grateful that I'm able to face those problems. Going back to practical health and nutrition, exercise is so important. I watched one video one time and it talks about the importance of exercising. The man in the video wasn't 100% correct, but obviously I know his point. I know what he's trying to point out. He said that a man who exercises and drinks alcohol lives longer than a man, or the man who drinks alcohol and who doesn't go to the gym. Exercising or working out is super important. Yet we didn't really talk about it in the class. Ang haba na ng video. Next is time management. Time management is super important as well. Why is it important? Guys, when you start working, dun mo marirealize na ang kupad-kupad mo, na distracted ka, na nag-aaksaya ka ng oras sa mga bagay na hindi naman makakatulong sa'yo. Time management is the key if you want to compete, if you want to become successful in life. This is one of the most important subject, I guess, that we should learn, time management. One secret strategy, which is not a secret, actually, is writing down your goals or making a to-do list every night or before you start the day. I think it's very important because you can manage your time effectively. You can finish your daily tasks much quicker than not having a list to see what you're doing or where you're going. And all of us have responsibilities and tasks. Imagine if you write everything down and you can see it. Kasi yung brain natin, hindi naman yan dinesign to remember. Sabi nga, yung brain natin dinesign yun para mag-think, para mag-analyze, para mag-create ng something new. Hindi siya dinesign to remember things. Next, effective communication. Dito tayo kulang. Effective communication. Well, walang masama sa taong nag-aaral. If meron kang skill na gustong matutunan, umpisa mo na kagad ngayon pa lang. Yes, ang target kung maging viewers ay yung mga nasa age between 18 years old and above. Maybe below 30 years old. Why? Because ito yung age kung saan hinuhubog yung mga totoong ugali ng mga magiging strong man ng lipunan. And yun yung gusto nating bigyan ng mga information na to. Sana one day umabot din ako ng 1 hour video. Nasa 20 minutes na tayo. Sobrang haba din kasi nito. So kung nakikinig ka ng videos na gawa ng Brian X, pwede mo siyang i-fast forward. May option dyan sa YouTube para i-fast forward yung video. Para mas madali mo siyang, para mas consumable siya at mabilis siyang matapos. Mabilis mo siyang mapakinggan. Number 5. O, diba? Number 5 na tayo. Naglilista ka ba? Try to write this down, guys. If you have a notebook, wag mo lang just, pakinggan mo lang yung video and then okay na. Sana meron ka ring papel and ballpen para masulat mo yung mga pinagsasabi natin dito. Na-share ko na to sa mga kaibigan ko before and it helped them. Alam mo yun, nag-improve din yung life nila kahit paano, tapos yung mga goals nila, na-achieve nila. Tapos nagpapasalamat din sila kasi shinare natin yung mga information na to. Because hindi nila alam na nandyan lang din yung mga information na to sa paligid nila. So, kailangan lang natin silang tapik-tapikin minsan. And then ikaw, of course, one day, kung nanonood ka ng video na to, one day gagawin mo rin to, i-share mo rin to sa iba. Gamit yung effective communication. Inaral natin yun, guys. Nahirapan tayo. Meron akong kaibigan, pinag-sharean ko ng personal development. Siyempre nagiging mean tayo pakinggan sa mga taong hindi ready for this kind of information. Kasi this kind of information needs a mind that is looking for help. A mind who's willing to accept that he is the problem. Not the people around him, not the circumstances, himself. So, having that effective communication skills will help you not only in transferring this kind of information or communicating what's in your mind, you can also lead people. You can also work in a very good environment if you can effectively communicate what's in your mind. Sabi din nga ng isang book, meron akong book dito The Self-Aware Leader by John Maxwell. Pakita ko lang. Ito. Sabi niya, nasa table of contents ako admit your mistakes and learn from them. Tapos ang usapan. If you can communicate well, you will not sound mean or rude to other people. But again, this requires learning experience. You will encounter different things. If you notice, compared to my first video, I'm using pauses now. In my previous video, I wasn't. I just keep on talking. Even I was already stuttering, I kept talking. Then, in the morning, I went to Skillshare. I looked up a video about public speaking, and I learned to use pauses instead of fillers. Filler words are like and but fillers can also be a group of words or sentences. Anything that's unnecessary or irrelevant. Instead of you doing the pause, you will say it because you're nervous and you don't know what to say. Okay? So effective communication, hindi siya tinuturo sa school masyado. I think you will learn it if you're an active student and you like joining to different competitions. Merong competition na ang tawag doon is extemporaneous speech. I like that kind of competition, but I wasn't really interested before when I was young. When I was young, I wanted to learn how to draw and entertain people. But I didn't find the time to do so because I was busy playing games, drawing, watching cartoons and animes, all that stuff. Okay. Number 6. Mahaba na yung video kaya medyo kailangan na natin bilisan. Number 6 is social skills. Why is social skills important? Social skills is the ability to interact harmoniously with people, understanding social norms and behaviors. It is essential for building strong relationships and succeeding in many aspects of life. Tapos na, binanggit niya na. If you don't have the social skills, I really believe that you will have a lot of problems in the future. Ito yung isa sa mga skills na kailangan i-develop ng isang mamamayan. But, again, hindi siya tinuturo sa school. Baka tinuro, but again, passively. Social skills is also the ability to meet people, to make friends with them, to enjoy and have fun talking to them. It's not only about, oh, you have a nice shirt. What's your name? It's not only about making gossips, complaining. In fact, I don't think I don't think I will consider it as social intelligence if you're only talking about gossips. For me, it should be something positive. Sabi nga dito, essential for building strong relationships. If you're a gossiper, I don't think you're building strong relationships unless you meet gossipers, other gossipers as well. I think gusto ko mag-stop muna sa social skills. I think maraming tao ang hindi nakapag-acquire ng social skills. I myself, I admit, my social skills were bad and I was struggling before. I can socialize, I can make friends, but when you say the level of social skills that I have in terms of meeting new people and meeting high quality people, I think I was level 3. This is the reason why I read books. I've attended different seminars. Yes, I've attended seminars. There are workshops that only talks about mindsets. Different sets of beliefs in order for you to succeed. I paid for them. I've attended them. I've saved up money. Used my time. Met different people. Met new friends. Just to attend those seminars. And people still feel weird about attending this kind of seminars or workshops. They think it's weird because they don't teach this in schools. And I understand why people see this as a weird thing. You know, when I see people who are very confident in the way they talk, the way they present themselves, I used to envy them before I got inspired by their skills and started to learn it, research it, so I can get them. Number 7, we will go back to some of the subjects later. Okay, before we end this video. Number 7 is personal finance and investing. You don't get to learn this. So I really want you to learn it. If you're watching this video, I hope I inspire you to take action, to learn these things, to learn these subjects. I want you to do a research about it. I will show you some books next time kasi 35 minutes na tong video na to eh. Sobrang haba na. Sana merong mag-highlight ng mga topics natin para mas madali siyang hanapin. I will share you the books that I'm currently reading, the books that I read, and the most important foundation that you need to learn and where to get them, what books to read, authors to follow, to really cement the foundation first before you graduate in college, before you leave this life, especially if you're a guy. You know, maraming mga challenges dyan, lalo kung sa mga lalaki. Actually, ang target ng Brian X talaga is mga lalaki. Mga teenagers na distracted. Minsan pangit pakinggan kasi parang nagpapakawok tayo or whatever. I don't care. Wala na ibang paraan eh. Kailangan na nating i-record to, yung mga alam natin, i-share natin. And let's see kung sino yung makikinig. Sana nga lang, kung tinapos mo yung video na to, nandito ka pa sa 37th minute, i-share mo sa mga friends mo na lalaki din na merong pangarap, na ayaw ng mga distractions, na hindi sila nanonood ng pornography, ayaw nila ng mga usapang chismis, usapang teleserye. I mean, you have to experience it, pero I hope wala yung big impact or negative impact to your life that's irreversible. For example, watching animes. I wasn't addicted in animes, but I'm still watching animes. And for some people, they will say, dude, you're too old for that. I'm like, I'm inspired when I watch animes. So before tayo tumalon sa anime, tapusin ko lang yung personal finance. Bakit siya importante? Bakit hindi siya tinuturo sa school? Paano siya ituturo sa school kung yung mismong teacher mo maraming utang? Just kidding. Okay, so paano ituturo sa school yun kung yung mismong teacher natin hindi rin sila oriented pagdating sa personal finance? And it's really sad kasi ito yung isa sa pinaka-importanteng topic na dapat tinuturo sa school. If you'll ask me, this is my top 1, personal finance. Yep, top 1. But I can't live without social skills and emotional intelligence. Nag-overlap tong dalawang to, tong social skills and emotional intelligence. Personal finance, I can live with personal finance and social skills. Kahit wala na yung iba. But of course, importante tong lahat na to. What I'm just trying to say is, kung papipiliin ako ng 3 subject lang na pwede kong pag-aralan, for sure maaaral ko rin yung the rest eh. I think it's social skills. Nag-overlap yung social skills tsaka effective communication. When you're learning social skills, you will realize that you're not an effective communicator. And then, you will adjust. You will adjust eventually. And then, magugulat ka na lang, you're learning how to communicate na because you started socializing. Personal finance, it's about understanding money management, taxes, budgeting, and investing. So you can be financially stable one day. And I think when you say personal finance, it's not only about managing money and all that. It's also about mindset. Merong book that talks about mindsets. And I think this is very important. Parang wala akong sinabi na hindi important I think it's necessary when you're starting. It's Napoleon Hill's book. It's called The Think and Grow Rich. Ito yun. Uy, bakit baliktad? Yan. Sana hindi siya baliktad. Sige, okay lang. Reverse ko na lang yung video. Think and Grow Rich. So, ayun nga. Itong mga subjects na to, sana nahulog yung natin. Sana ituro siya sa school. Kasi hindi pwedeng or mahirap na siya aralin kapag masyadong late na or matanda ka na tsaka mo pa lang siya aralin. Itong mga subjects na to, I admit, I just want to be honest, I learned them after college na. That's why if you're in college right now or high school and you happen to be in this channel, I hope you started reading books regarding this. There's a lot of books that talks about social skills. There's also a YouTube channel, by the way. Hindi tayo magiging madamot sa mga information na yun. It's called Charisma on Command. Charisma on Command. I-follow mo yun, magaling yung mga narrator nila or author nila dun. So, I want you to follow that. So, 43 minutes na tong video na to. Ang hirap na nito i-upload. Kaya, kailangan ko na siyang tapusin. Wag, siguro, konting tips lang. Don't let yourself be distracted with everything and anything around you. Focus in building a stronger you in the future. Self-development is the answer for that. But also, I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you believe in. As long as you're not stepping on someone else's foot and you want to self-improve, you're good. As long as you're not destroying and doing negative things in this life, you're good. Just make a commitment now that you will not allow yourself to be distracted. Most guys, most teenagers right now are very distracted. I'm sure that they are. Because even my friend who's in college right now, I think is first in his first year, he started reading books. I didn't want to force him to be 100% personal development or self-development junkie, but I want you to be like that. I want you to be like that in the first year at least. I don't care kung ikwento mo siya sa mga friend mo. I don't care if you share it to your brothers in your family, in your family dinner. I don't care. Because in your first year, apparently you are still building your own foundation at that time. And you need to learn how to share things. Of course, you will get rejected sometimes just by sharing this kind of information. But always remember you're one of the chosen few. That's why you're here in this channel and you're still watching this. We will try to make this kind of videos more organized. But again, I'm just starting with Brian X. So, darating din yung time na kailangan na nating magpa-edit. Kailangan natin putol-putulin yung mga videos para mas consumable siya. But for now, just keep on fast forwarding it. Kasi nagtatry pa lang ako mag-build ng foundation sa Brian X channel. And I want to bring in quality people as well. Or quality followers. Or listeners. Okay, and if you're one of those valuable subscribers and viewers, don't forget to hit the subscribe button para marami tayong mapag-share ng mga information na to, and then lumabas din tayo sa mga feeds nila. Baka makatulong tayo sa kanila. Ayun lang. See you next time. Face bomb.